In today's video, I'm going to be telling you what's on my 2025 bingo card for Dungeon Quest. I basically predicted 16 things that I think are going to happen in Dungeon Quest in the year 2025, and at the end of the year 2025, I'm going to find out how many I got right. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. Alright, so for my first thing on my bingo card, I will reach level 240 in Dungeon Quest this year, meaning I have 6 levels left, which is a level every 2 months. That is super doable. That's going to be my goal for this year, and that's what I put on my very first thing on my bingo card. So I'm going to probably have to grind a lot of Abyssal Void. Next up is that I think we are going to have a level 130 to 140 dungeon, basically the dungeon between steampunk sewers and orbital outpost, and then these things will be able to go back to its original level. I hope that's what happens. It would be nice for a dungeon that would be more accessible to all players, even if it's not as late game, which I think is really cool overall. Number 3 is I think we are going to get another dungeon, basically the late game dungeon after Abyssal Void. It seems that they're releasing them 1 year per basis, so it's safe to assume that we can go ahead and get another of these dungeons, which will be who knows what at the moment. They're probably not working on it yet, but it would seem something like another dungeon that will appear in this year 2025. Number 4 is going to be this little like counter is going to reach 1.1 million likes. So I think Dungeon Quest is going to hit 1.1 million likes in this time. It's definitely a really possible goal. Maybe even 1.2 million likes by then. Hopefully Dungeon Quest reaches it as it gets a little more popular or a little more people enjoy the game. The next one we have here is another of these kind of events. Maybe not the competition, but more like a cosmetic kind of event. We've had a lot of these, and I definitely think we're going to have more of these throughout the year. So my guess is that we're going to have another kind of cosmetic event, which is always welcome. It also means free content for me, so that's great. My next prediction is that I'm going to get my most popular video in my channel. This is a bit of more wishful thinking, but right now my most popular video is showcasing the new Voidborn flame spells before they were released. So hopefully I can get a video that beats that one. So yeah, that's that one. The next change I hope coming in 2025 is a tier 6. So you can basically change here, tier 5, tier 4, tier 3. So basically a tier 6, and I'm going to guess, since there's space right here, perfect for a tier 6 and even 7 in the future, for it to be level 220, because it's gone 20 here. So level 220, I feel like it's going to go here once a new dungeon gets released after Abyssal Void. So it'll be the new hardest boss raid, one like the old 200 where it was very difficult back in Yokai Peak. Alright, for now, the next thing I'm going to predict is that there's Alright, so the next thing I'm going to predict is that there might be another AI little thumbnail in the year 2025. Now, hopefully this doesn't happen, but I feel like it's going to, so that's why it's in my list. But I think it's going to happen. So I put that right there, and we're going to find out, see if that one happens. Next one is if a duplication glitch is discovered. Basically something that allows us to basically duplicate items and be able to get tons and tons of legendaries or tons of ultimates or something like that, where we could basically multiply that by a ton. That would be really bad, but I have a feeling that maybe one will be found, and hopefully it will be patched really quickly if it does happen. Next, what I think is going to happen is a change to this little guild system. Basically something's going to happen in this guild system. Last year something happened in the content creator system, and now this time it's going to be in the guilds, basically changing the guilds to the better, or something a little bit more unique and that has more effect overall. Also, you should join my guild, link in the description. Now the next thing I think is going to happen is a change to the craft legendary gear. I basically think something's going to be added. Whether it's maybe an ultimate weapon, maybe one that's beyond the level 200 and one that's beyond these, or maybe something new. Maybe the armor, or you imagine legendary craftable armor? Sounds crazy, or all that stuff. Honestly think it would be something very crazy or a great addition. The next thing, I think may be able to get moderator in the Dungeon Quest Discord. If there is any moderators watching this, please understand, man, I'll do a great job. Just give me a chance, man. Let me try. Just let me do it. It'll be great. Please. Now, another thing that I think is going to happen to boss raids is a third boss raid will be added. Basically, the final boss raid that says coming soon, and hasn't felt like soon, but I just feel like it's going to be here finally in the year 2025. This was added in 2024, which I thought was nice, so it should be arriving right here in this year. For the 14th one, I think something is going to happen in Lobby 2. Something's going to change. This lobby has been ignored for too long. Something has to happen to this little lobby. It's been the same. There's not even a freaking character swap, but there is a sponsor section that is pretty ridiculous. I just feel like something needs to change here. Something needs to be added. Make it feel special, you know? Something that makes it cooler or makes the lobby more liked. Maybe like a trade plaza or something like that. I think it would be really nice. For my second to last, I feel like something is going to happen to the YouTube space. I honestly feel like I'm the only one working on here that much, but I feel like something might change in the DQ YouTube space to make it, more cooler or something that makes more impactful. Maybe they can actually make the name tags of this red, like they promised for Legendary Creator, like they promised like 8 months ago. And last but not least, I want to reach 1,000 subscribers in the year 2025. Yeah, I think I've reached 1,000 subscribers off DQ content in 2025. I think that'd be cool. Well, who knows if you can get that. If you enjoyed, you can subscribe. And that's all 16. Let's go back here at the end of 2025, see how many I got right. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. YouTube says you'll like this video right over here, and waddle out, my friend.